Branwen ferch Llŷr Branwen, daughter of Llŷr, is a legendary tale from medieval Welsh literature and the second of the four branches of the Mabinogi. It concerns the children of Llŷr, Bendigeidfran, High King of Britain, and his siblings Manawydan and Branwen, and deals with the latter's marriage to Matholwch, King of Ireland. Matholwch's mistreatment of the British princess leads to a mutually destructive war between the two islands, the deaths of most of the principal characters, and the ascension of Caswallon fab Beli to the British throne. Along with the other branches, the tale can be found the medieval Red Book of Hergest and White Book of Rhydderch. It is followed directly by the third branch, Manawydan fab Llŷr. It has been suggested that the tale derives in part from the 3rd century B.C. Gallic invasion of the Balkans, identifying Bran with the Gallic chieftain Brennus. Nikolai Tolstoy has suggested that the present version of the legend may have been influenced by the 11th century battles of Bryn Borw and Mael Secnal, while Will Parker has proposed that the branch is distantly related to the Irish tales of Cath Mage Mucrama and Imram Brain, as well as the early Arthurian texts The Spoils of Annwfn and Throne.Along. Synopsis: the Irish King Matholwch sails to Harlech to speak with Bran, the blessed High King of the Island of the Mighty, and to ask for the hand of his sister, Branwen, in marriage, thus forging an alliance between the two islands. Bendigeidfran agrees to Matholwch's request, but the celebrations are cut short when Efnisien, a half-brother to the children of Llŷr, brutally mutilates Matholwch's horses, angry that his permission was not sought in regards to the marriage. Matholwch is deeply offended until Bran offers him compensation in the form of a magic cauldron that can restore the dead to life. Pleased with the gift, Matholwch and Branwen sail back to Ireland to reign. Once in Matholwch's kingdom, Branwen gives birth to a son, Gwen, but Efnisien's insult continues to rankle among the Irish, and eventually, Branwen is mistreated, banished to the kitchens and beaten every day. She tames a starling and sends it across the Irish Sea with a message to her brother Bendigeidfran, who sails from Wales to Ireland to rescue her with his brother Manawydan, and a huge host of warriors mustered from the 154 cantrefs of Britain. The Irish offer to make peace and build a house big enough to entertain Bendigeidfran, but hang 100 bags inside, supposedly containing flour but actually containing armed warriors. Efnisien, suspecting a trick, reconnoiters the hall and kills the warriors by crushing the heads inside the bags. Later, at the feast, Efnisien, again feeling insulted, throws Gwen on the fire and a savage battle breaks out. Seeing that the Irish are using the cauldron to revive the dead, Efnisien hides among the corpses and destroys the cauldron, sacrificing himself in the process. Only 7 men survive the conflict, among them Manawydan, Taliesin and Pryderi fab Pwyll, Prince of Dyfed. Branwen, having herself died of a broken heart. The survivors are told by the mortally wounded Bran to cut off his head and to return it to Britain. For 7 years the 7 survivors stay in Harlech, where they are entertained by Bendigeidfran's head, which continues to speak. They later move on to Wales, where they live for 80 years without perceiving the passing of time. Eventually, Highland fab Gwyn opens the door of the hall facing Cornwall, and the sorrow of what had befallen them returns. As instructed, they take the now silent head to Gwynfryn, the White Hill, where they bury it facing France so as to ward off invasion. The name Branwen means white blessed raven.